How's it going? Yes, E3 has been cancelled for 2023 due to a total lack of interest. Of course, this was inevitable following the report that both Sega and Ubisoft had pulled out of the conference. PlayStation, Nintendo and Microsoft, they have their own live streams now. They get huge viewing figures, and of course, it's very, very cost effective. So frankly, E3 as an event is no longer a benefit to the major publishers and developers of the gaming industry. E3 needs them, and they don't want to pay the extortionate fees anymore. Now, I'm not here to say whether this is a good or a bad thing for the industry, but it's just a bit sad. It is just a bit sad. It's certainly a bygone era. E3 used to be genuinely exciting. It was great. It created an incredible level of excitement for the gaming industry. But more than anything else, it was a direct and fair competition. As gamers, we got to see exactly what each publisher, developer or console product had to offer at that very time. For instance, PlayStation, first-party, first-person shooters. PlayStation would bring out Killzone, Resistance. Microsoft would bring out Halo. Nintendo would bring out Metroid. And then we'd have to decide who's done it better. Who has the better exclusive first-person shooter? You had to stick your flag in the ground, show your colours, and let the debate begin. So yeah, it's done. E3 is done. They've obviously said it might come back in 2024. It probably won't. I can't see how it will. But again, speaking of bygone eras, it's no different to midnight launches. I mean, people used to line the streets waiting for midnight in order to collect their copy of the latest Call of Duty game. It doesn't happen anymore. People don't do that anymore. People don't need to do that anymore. They can buy a game online, it pre-downloads, it pre-installs, and then the second it hits midnight, they can play that game instantly. People can order things online, but they actually arrive at their house earlier than launch day. It's a bygone era in the exact same way that E3 is now a bygone era. Things have moved on. They always will, and E3 stopping was inevitable. But I don't think E3 ever imagined a space where they would not be needed. I think the exposure that they believe that they offered publishers and developers, I think they thought that will always be there. They will always come to us to show off the latest products. However, E3 never changed. They did not move with the times, and now they are where they are. Sad. My whole point here is, yes, we have advanced, we have moved forward, of course we have, and we have needed to. But these things, your midnight launches, your E3s, and then not being needed anymore does, in my opinion, seem to have impacted that gaming community spirit, if that makes sense to anyone apart from myself. And I genuinely think that's a real shame. These events, they got people talking, they got people interacting with one another, they got people arguing, and they did create incredible discussions and excitement and a weird bond. They just did. They created a weird bond, and it is a shame because that's just not a thing anymore. Anyway, very glum times for me indeed. Very glum times, probably just for me. You probably don't care, but here we are talking about it. Now, I do truly believe game conferences, they're dead in the water. It's had its day. It is done. And I think as much as E3 are coming out with the excuses, they've come out and said, COVID has caused issues with development cycles and has impacted the willingness of developers to attend the conference this year. No, E3, it's your prices and it's the fact they just don't need you. So, in the comment section below, good memories about E3? Let's talk about it, let's discuss it in that comment section below. Do you agree with me? Is it a bygone era, or am I just being a bit glum and a bit over dramatic? Of course, if you're new around here, please do subscribe, hit the thumbs up to show your support for the video and the channel and for me. RIP E3, RIP. I am Waterfields1. Enjoy your week, enjoy your gaming, stay safe. See you later.